Shit.
Like
I did it before you. I feel like it's been forever since I've been here.
It has been quite some time.
Yeah.
I would say like a week maybe.
Yeah.
Shave my head.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. And that Snapchat you sent me of your hair that you cut was like it was like a little flash. I was like, what was that?
1 second Snapchats. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
sent it to a lot of people. A lot of people freaked out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what was other people's feedback.
The reaction was gnarly. Got a what the fuck from my grandma.
Really?
Quote, what the fuck?
No way.
From my grandma, yeah.
I would imagine a lot of people would be upset.
She was like not upset, but just questioned why I did it, in a sense that I was growing it out for so long. Like, why did I do it?
Yeah.
Why would you just do it all of a sudden now? So
why did you do it, Cody?
why did I shave my head, Evan?
Yes.
Dang, I didn't even light the candles. I hate when we start unprepared like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. We'll just do it while we're doing this.
It's no big deal.
Well, why I shaved my head symbolizes new beginnings. Wanted to move on from what I was going on with my hair earlier, you know.
Why did you really shave your head? I'm just kidding.
Well, there's multiple reasons. There are multiple
Yeah.
pros and cons that I'm having some regret recently.
Does it smell good? Scented?
Yeah, I'm having
I know.
regret, definitely, but at the same time, I'm glad I did it too. Like,
Yeah.
there's been many pros that are shining through, of like continuously, of like showering is way different now.
Oh yeah.
Sleeping that first night was so different. It was like it was that I could tell like it was more comfortable at one point. Like it sucked sleeping with long hair sometimes.
Yeah, I will never know what that's like because I've never had my hair longer than like here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was when I was a teenager.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was growing
I
it
will
out
never know what that's
4
like because I
years,
will
dude.
never grow out my hair because it just doesn't look good. I just have typical like Latin American. Oh, one of these.
I can't imagine what you would look like with long hair.
Dude, people like a lot of people ask me that.
I'm sure it would look funny.
Stupid.
You probably have very thick hair too, huh?
Dude, so thick. I don't know. I don't know. I always say this, but do you know who Diego Maradona is?
No.
Look him up. Look him up real quick. Just go to Google Images, Diego Maradona, and that's what my hair would look like. It's basically the most like thickest. I would say like ugly. It's like the thickest, most. Yeah, go to.
He's the Argentine head coach.
He used to be. Okay, so go to. Try to find like the worst. It's basically like a mullet, like just dirty Argentinian mullet.
Yeah,
just,
I see it.
I'm not getting any girls with that, dude. No way. So no way. So no thanks. And I mean, I like it like this. You know, and I kind of like my gray hairs, the ones that I have.
I have a lot.
You have a lot, definitely.
Lot.
I'm kind of jealous in a way.
I don't know whether to be approved of him, happy about him, or mad about him. I don't know.
There's definitely nothing to be mad about, but I think it adds like it symbolizes wisdom. Even though you're 23? Yeah.
23, sí.
I told someone I was 23 today.
Who?
Some guy. I went out to dinner with my dad, and we were sitting at a bar, and I was like, we're halfway through eating, and then the guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, are you 21?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm 23," and I was like, "Oh wait, no, I mean I'm 24." You know what I mean? And then he's like,
it took me that second to realize, wait, he is 24 now.
"Yeah, I'm 24," but then we were staring at each other awkwardly, and he was like basically asking me for my ID because like you can't sit at certain places. You can't sit at the bar unless you're 21. So I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, yeah, and I was like, oh, sorry. And I gave him my vertical ID that I still have.
That's the one you got before you were 21.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, dude.
I didn't even get one of those.
A part of me wants to get a new one, just because, but it's like, why? I don't want to spend $25 just to get a new ID, just so it's horizontal.
Yeah. There's no point to just waiting until that one expires until you get your newer one.
Yeah.
You look older in that one though, because it's like clean shaven,
Really?
kinda. I know that's like opposite. Usually when you're clean shaven, you look younger, but
So you think I look younger now with some facial hair?
you look the same. Just like if you
Yeah.
shaved, you look
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
So, dude, I've been getting a lot of calls back, a lot of really good calls back from people about jobs, and almost to where I don't know which one to choose. Of people are calling me back, and I'm doing interviews. I did one interview, one face-to-face interview, and it went good. But I mean, the one I already told you about. I mean, for long story short, guys, it went well. I told him the truth about everything, about my situation, and it kind of led to him telling me that he's going to get back to me for another interview. But they're interviewing potential other employees too, other candidates. So he'll get back to me, which he still hasn't yet. And I'm hesitant to get back to him because I don't know if I want this position because another company called PSAV has contacted me back for a full-time position in Irvine, which would be like prime for like 14 to 16 starting full-time. I mean, it would be great. And they're a big company. It would be work all the time. And now another guy just contacted me back today, another company telling me about PSAV and how I wouldn't probably be able to work other jobs if I chose that one. And I got an interview with PSAV on the phone for like 20 minutes. It was a 20-minute phone interview with like their talent rep. And he left me with waiting for the general manager of that location in Irvine to get back to me within a week. He said on Tuesday, if he hasn't gotten back to you, call me and we'll get in touch with him. So I'm waiting until Tuesday next week, essentially, to get a full-time job.
Was it a job offer or was it like strong interest?
It was a really good fitting. PSAV is a big company, and they don't just take anyone. I'm pretty sure that I had something to do with.
They don't just take anyone.
I'm pretty sure it had
cool.
something to do with Full Sail and them Full Sail sending my resume through and me applying. I applied twice online.
Yeah.
To 2 positions from them. I was applying to PSAV as soon as I graduated in June.
Yeah.
So I sent one in June, and then I sent one recently again, just now, like maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Cool. For a second
so-
there, it's like you had trouble finding a job, and then now you're getting a bunch of nibbles. Now you're about to bring the fish out of the water.
Hopefully, man.
Got it.
Hopefully, that's a great analogy. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm doing. I mean, I still want to try and find other jobs. Like right now, I'm still searching, but I'm like kind of putting some eggs in this PSAB basket. Not all of them, but right now that's the job I want right now.
Yeah. Don't call that other guy back until the PSAV. Is that what
That's
it's called?
exactly what he told me on the phone. He's like, call me back after the interview and let me know how it went.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking for like interview technique skills. I mean, I'm good at interviews, but at the same time, I want to like be like on fire at the interview. Like I want to nail the interview. Like I know I'm not nervous during them. I just want to know exactly what he wants to fucking hear.
Yeah. Because they're gonna ask you questions like based on what the job is, but the things that I've always had trouble with are the behavioral questions. Which are an example of one of those is like, give me a time you used logic. Dude, I hate those so much.
In the interview I was just in, it's like, give me an example of you representing like customer service in your last job.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
He was asking me questions. Did I like my last? Even he knew it was. I guess I know now. Honesty is It's like not just straight on the bar, top
Yeah.
honesty all the way through. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to kind of like weasel my way through of telling the
Yeah.
whole truth, but with some salt and pepper on
Yeah.
on the truth.
I forgot who asked me that. Like, give me a time when you used logic. I think. Oh, I know when it was. It was when I was applying for like I had like a store manager position at a Kohl's retail store, or it was like an internship for that. And they were just. It was one of those interviews where they like put a lot of pressure on you and ask you those like stupid questions, dude. I hate those
Did you
things.
go in for like one of the big? It was like a big
A
like
group interview.
hiring event. Yeah,
Um,
kind of like at a hotel or like somewhere where they were hiring a bunch of people and you like a group interview kind of.
Not necessarily, dude. I walked out of there thinking that I did really well, and they told me they emailed me saying that like, "Hey, thanks, but no thanks."
Hmm.
And I was thinking to myself, dude, like, I'm probably like one of the top people that was like qualified to like get that job, and if they're not looking for, if I wasn't qualified, then who the fuck is qualified at my school? Because I think they were in charge of college recruiting and stuff, and I think their job was to find a hidden gem. So I don't even know if they like even hired anyone, but it's like, dude, like who could you be like looking for? You're not gonna.
Hmm.
I don't know. It was stupid, but no, it was like I felt like I was when they interviewed me. It was in like it felt like it was in an investigation room, like no windows, like no decoration in the room. It was a table in the middle, and then me and two other people on the other side, and each were managers of one store in Irvine and one in like Seal Beach.
Hmm.
And it went really well because um, Ariel like went in. This is like a long time ago. She went in before me and she told me all the questions that they asked her, and I was like writing them down and stuff. And I nailed a lot of them, dude. Like all of them,
Nice.
except like the behavioral ones where it's like, give me a time when you used logic, and it's like, it's stupid, dude. I don't know. I don't want a job like that where I have to like if you're gonna ask me questions like that, that's kind of reflective of what the job is, and I don't want to do that fucking job. So, yeah, fuck Coles.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to submit to a background test as well as a drug screening if I want this job. So that's on the
Should
table.
detox.
I don't know whether to detox or to get some fake urine because I don't think I have time to detox in a sense. And
You might have to.
yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Do you have any friends that have
No,
clean
there's a
piss?
smoke shop, fake urine with
Well,
the
you
little bottle.
well you could well yeah, that's true. Because I was gonna say it's free to get piss from a friend.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's me
Why not?
packaging it myself. Did you go to the smoke shop? It's $20 for a little bottle,
really?
a little vial.
Order it off Amazon.
I could do that's probably even cheaper.
Yeah. Unless shipping will
Yeah, you
equal out the
microwave it. It has a little temperature gauge on it.
price. Yeah.
A little rubber
My
band
aunt-
with a warming pack too. So
Yeah, yeah.
wherever you put it, it stays warm.
My aunt told me she used one of those, like a Whizzinator. Is that what they're
Mhm.
called, right?
Those are like the $250 ones, like the
Dude,
fake
it's-
dick ones.
It's because I think she's retired right now, but she was a social worker for a long time. So she was like working for the government in a way, you know what I mean? And they drug test her and stuff. So she had to buy a Whizzinator because she likes to smoke weed. That's like part of her life.
Understandable.
It's part of her life.
Yeah, those things are expensive.
Yeah.
I've looked into those.
So I've never had to.
I've done it once. I forgot what job. I think it was for Home Depot. I did it for Home Depot.
But was it like a fake pee? You bought a fake pee?
Yeah. And it worked.
Did okay, so what do they do? 'Cause I'm a little curious because I've never been drug tested other than being drug tested by my dad. Never been drug tested.
It's as easy as going to whatever clinic or not hospital, but like building where you walk in, you see a physician, and they you write down your name. They give you the bottle. You go in to a bathroom. I think the sink sometimes is like shut off or unusable.
So you can't dilute it?
Yeah, or something like that. And you go into the bathroom, you pee, and then you.
Does anyone go in with you or follow you? No one from Home Depot or any of the doctors?
No.
So
It's completely separate from Home Depot. This is like a clinic that.
yeah, they like hire them or whatever
yeah.
to do it.
But it's not even Home Depot's like
they get
place.
the doctor's note or something.
Exactly, it's
for verification.
It's a just like a normal. They're all over.
Okay, because the thing is, I'm so used to my high school, dude. So like, this is what I've always heard. I think my brother was drug tested there too. Uh, should
Hold on.
I? Okay, yeah. Is
Sorry
this
about that, folks.
okay? It's still rolling.
We're still rolling.
So, I think I told you my high school would drug test all the students like randomly. Some would get tested, some wouldn't throughout the whole 4 years. And then so what I heard is like you get summoned like straight like in the middle of class. It's not like they wait and they like hand you a slip and say like, okay, come over here. It's supposed to be random, like it's supposed to be a surprise attack. So so you're like sitting in class, they take you out, and then they take you to like the men's locker room or the bathroom or something like that. And then I'm pretty sure I don't know if they make you like take off like clothes all your clothes except your like underwear. I'm not sure about that, but like um they give you a cup and they like I'm pretty sure like they search you, make sure you don't have anything, and then you go to a urinal and you have to you're required to put one hand on like on the wall or up on the wall and pee in the cup with the other hand.
Wow.
So you're holding the cup in your dick at the
How do
same
you know all
hand.
this? Someone told you this information?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends who were drug tested, and my brother was as well.
Wow. Anyone fake it? Like, did anyone get away with doing something fake during that test?
Dude, I heard. This is what I heard.
Like someone like one handing something down there and just doing something?
This is what I heard, dude. Okay, so, and it might have been Ivan. I need to double check. Okay, so someone taped a bottle of Visine, a bottle of Visine, and they emptied it out and put piss in there, and like, cause the school would do it in
That's not that much piss.
Yeah, I know. I guess they got the big one or something, but basically, um, someone like you can kind of tell when they're gonna test because it's they did it once a month or once every 2 weeks, and they did it like on a Wednesday or Thursday
So he
at a
just
certain
taped.
hour. So he taped his dick before just in case, and he got called, and then like as he was doing, and then so he was squeezing the piss from the Visine bottle into the cup.
No way.
I swear to God, and the school administration, like the dean and like the vice principal, are there. I don't know if they're necessarily like watching you, but they're in the room with you, like to the point to where like you can't do anything.
Wow.
So he was squeezing it, and as he was finishing, you hear like the pressure go, "Eek," like the little bubble, like bloop, 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 like that, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And they didn't hear anything, and he passed.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I know how if you're on probation and you're getting drug tested or anything like that, it's definitely much more strict and you're being watched, and yeah, you can't do
Yeah.
anything like that. It's like that. My mom used to make me do that in the bathroom.
She
used
would
to
drug
have to-
test you.
Yeah, she started to. She tried to occasionally.
She tried.
She tried.
No, mom. Why
I
do you
would,
even
dude.
have
I
to
would avoid it every fucking which way possible, dude.
Like, what would you do? Do you like no?
It went from like I don't have to right now, and
I
then
have to
just
pee.
getting it. I don't even know how I did it, dude. I think I used the fake one on her one time, or no, she didn't know. She didn't let me because I told her when I was getting a job at Home Depot about it because that's what I was doing, and I was like, um, I mean, I told her the truth. I tell
Yeah.
her the truth a lot.
Yeah. Dude, one time it got so bad, like when I was a teenager with like my parents and stuff, that my dad actually took me to Kaiser and took a blood test. They drew blood for me to test
Oh my
it.
gosh!
Ridiculous,
Holy
right?
moly, ridic. Well, we were speaking earlier about it, man. We need guests. We need to. I mean, we can set it up to where it would be easy enough for other people talking in here, and
Yeah.
it could be two people like each talking on the mic, like one sitting right there and one sitting right
Yeah.
here, both talking in the same mic. So, who would you
Yeah.
want to use? Who would you, who would you want to have?
Well, I don't know. Anyone who's definitely like, at least for starters, like a good friend who kind of understands the concept of this, of what we're doing, who can carry on a conversation. I don't want someone who's like super shy or
Yeah,
timid. You know what I mean? Someone who's funny. We have a lot of those friends though. I don't want to like hurt anyone's feelings or exclude anyone, but dude, yeah. I don't know. Who do you think?
yeah. I don't want to say any names. I don't exclude or hurt any feelings. But no, yeah, that's exactly what the kind of people that I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Dang, this really talking. I don't know. Talking like this, my throat hurts right now. Maybe it's a cigarette I smoked, but
probably.
my throat hurts. To where just like talking's like ugh, ugh.
Yeah, my throat kind of hurts too. I was sick for the past like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying you haven't been over here in a couple days. It's been like at least like a
Yeah,
week.
and I've been like coughing a lot.
What got you sick? I mean, yeah, I remember you saying a week ago that just your throat had hurt.
I think it was just like being outside in the cold, and then like I think I was having like a cigarette, and I remember there was a certain point where I was like, "Ow, that hurt!" Like something. There was a point where I was like, "Ah, like that hurt my throat," and then it kind of like came on. It came on Friday. Wasn't really there. I wasn't really sure if that was the end of it, and then Saturday I was like, "Oh, I'm sick." And I didn't do anything, didn't do like any homework. Had an excuse just to sit in my room and do nothing. And then, oh my God, dude. So like I ordered like pizza for myself and I oh my God.
Were you smoking at during
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Like at your
So
house by yourself?
dude, this is so ridiculous. I can't believe I did this. Okay, so this was on Sunday. My dad, I was still sick. My dad had his girlfriend over with her kids and he was gonna cook his like fish. He was gonna cook some
Was the
fish.
dabber there?
What?
Was the dabber there?
I think so. Yeah. He was. He was. But the thing is, like, I was sick. My dad asked me earlier that day, "Are you gonna be home for dinner?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I like don't. I'm not feeling like sitting at a table and like talking and stuff. I'm just not in that mood because I'm sick. So like, I was just planning on like staying in my room, and I didn't want to socialize either. So like, basically, like before while they were cooking dinner, I was like getting really hungry. I had like a pretty voracious appetite. And I think on top of that, like I had smoked a little bit too earlier. So I was like, dude, I'm hungry. There's no food here. I do not want to eat that fish. Like, I just didn't want to eat his like albacore fish for whatever reason. And they always have some just like white people, just like weird side dishes, like some like mushroom, weird butternut squash crap that I just don't like for whatever reason. So I was like, fuck that, dude. I want
Do
to
you like this food? You were just sick, so you didn't want it?
I was sick, and I just no, it wasn't because I was sick. I just don't really care to do that in the first place. So I was like, dude, like pizza sounds so good right now, and then I kind of had the munchies too. So like I ordered. So while they were cooking, I was timing it perfectly to where, cause okay, dude, like if I order pizza while they're home, like they're gonna hear the door open, they're gonna hear me talking to the delivery guy. You know what I mean? They think I'm just in my room, just like ugh, in my bed, being really sick. So I was like, I'm gonna have to order this food. Okay, so there's the window on the side of my house, right? So and they were barbecuing the fish too, and the barbecue is outside on the balcony. So if they're on the balcony, they can see people pull up. So the last thing I wanted was one, I didn't want them to see the delivery guy walking to the house. You know, they'd be like, "Evan, why did you order pizza? Like what are you doing?" And then second, I didn't want I didn't want the driver to come to the front door or anything. So I timed it perfectly to where I placed the order to order pizza. So the driver would come to the house while they were in the middle of dinner being occupied. And I met the driver at my window, at the window, like, you know where the den is? Next to the mailbox, you know, that like sliding window? You know what I'm talking about?
You opened the window.
I opened the window. I was like, "Hey, I'm right here," and so I signed it.
Yeah, how did you know he like you waited for him to
Yeah,
like
I was
pull
like,
up?
I was waiting for him. No, and you can also track your pizza too, through Domino's.
Yeah. So you waited, you tracked it, you waited for him to like
And
pull up,
and once it said,
and you saw him like get out of the car and walk up, and the window was like down with the screen, and you were just like, "Hey man," was he like, "Whoa"?
yeah, dude, he didn't say a word. He looked scared as shit. He was like, it was so weird. I was like, "Hey, I was friendly too. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like,
You have to show me the window and you'll have to react it out because I think I know what you're talking about. Like, but you'll have to like redo it because
I'll show it to you.
that would be weird for a delivery to be having to do that.
So I did not want to go up there. I didn't want to go up there and socialize so bad that it got to the point where I ordered pizza myself and delivered it like sneakily, like, and got it through the side of my house and took it to my room and ate
And just straight ate out of
and
the
just
box.
grubbed, dude. I was like, yes,
That's pretty sneakishly sneaky.
yeah. And I do stupid shit like that all the time. Like I can order pizza to my house and no one will know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, next on the show, Evan's got crabs. No,
Very
I
good.
just wanted to try and say something because that muffler out there is just rumbling and tumbling.
Dude, I noticed in the other podcast you could hear the crickets.
For sure.
Yeah, they're pretty loud.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can hear a lot in this podcast.
Yeah, and
It's like a 1969 Chevy fucking something
I can
out
hear
there.
it. That's a '69 Chevy with a Hemi. It's got 100,000 miles and it's orange.
It's got a slight creak in the back left. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what I've been doing lately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, I have a cut in my mouth and it hurts. Sorry. Yeah, what else is new with you?
Nothing.
Yeah, it feels weird for me, dude. Like I was like sick for a long time, and then it was weird, dude. I never get sick. I get sick like once a year, and that's like a cold. Haven't gotten the flu in years. Haven't had a.
I don't even want to say yes or say what about me being sick or not, because then it'll just like, all right, I haven't been
jinx
sick in
you?
years.
Yeah.
So, not gonna start that one. Need some more beverage. Give me a second, viewers.
I.
Would you like anything?
No, I'm okay.
Tasty alkaline water.
Is that what you wore to the interview?
This is what I wore to the interview. Not the pants, but
I figured, yeah.
yeah, I got
Good.
some nice black slacks for that.
You didn't wear a V-neck. Was chewing gum.
What?
The fish camp interview. Do you remember that?
Was I wearing a V-neck and chewing gum?
That's what you told me.
I think
You said you just wore like a V-neck T-shirt and you're like chewing gum the whole time, and then like you kind of just like realized it at the very end, and you went into the car, and then you told your mom, and then like you ended up going back to like, hey, I'm really sorry, like I didn't mean to, and then she's like, okay.
I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That was a long time ago.
I told her I had just eaten onions, so I didn't want my breath to smell or something. I don't know.
No, I remember I got like surprised into an interview. Do you remember when like I had just taken a little tiny hit of like some really strong indica OG Kush,
And then you
and then
just had an
I
interview.
turned in
right
the
after.
application. Here you go. Oh, okay, come on. Do you mind if we just do an interview right now? I was like, okay. And like as the interview was going on, I could feel myself getting more and more stoned and just like, and I managed to get a call back. Sorry
That's so
if
nice.
you feel bad, but no, that job sucked.
I know. I'm glad I didn't get it.
The company didn't suck. The job sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be glad.
Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot of this, a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Not this is nothing, but scrolling Facebook, fucking. I mean, editing some pictures, and I went out on for a photo shoot the other night, or a photo mish, but
Yeah. Just do shit you would do like as if you almost had a job, you know what I mean? Like take pictures yourself and like do stuff as if you're like you were your own boss.
it's so hard with a lot of people have been busy, I feel like lately, or like I haven't been hanging out with a lot of people lately.
Why not?
It's weird. I don't know, dude. It's weird. I've been like just hanging out here at home alone, calling some people and hanging out with some people, but
Yeah.
just majority of
Sorry.
everyone is busy. A lot of
Yeah.
people some people are gone too. Like a couple
Yeah.
of people that I used to kick it with and
Like
do
moved.
yeah.
Dude, we're getting at that age where people are moving. People are like whether it's for a job or just whatever they want to. I can't. I keep seeing people getting engaged. Seeing not only are they having kids, but the kids are growing up.
Two more to the list. These people I went to that I were at Full Sail are now engaged
Yeah.
and having twins.
Yeah, dude, I really don't want to have kids till like later in life.
Me as well.
Like seriously, like 35.
Yeah, like mid-30s, late 30s. That's exactly how I feel too.
Anthony Bourdain didn't have a kid till he was like 50.
Have you seen this guy? The famous guy that's on Instagram, the Instagram Playboy.
No.
He's the king of Instagram.
Who? Dan
Blitz.
Dude, fuck that guy, dude.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I followed him for a while, and I was like, dude, like that every day his life is just like, he's always like in a jacuzzi with like a bunch of women. You know what I mean? Which is like cool. I'm sure that like honestly like that would be cool for like a few years. Not just a month, a few years. I'm sure it'd be nice. But dude, does he really have that like intimate, like can he be like seriously intimate with a woman? Like there's got to be some things that are not filling
I don't think
the
he's
void.
looking for that though.
If he's really not looking for it, then more power to him. But it's like, dude, how can that bring you long-term happiness? It can bring you short-term happiness. I'm sure sometimes like
I mean, he's not only doing not that I really like him
I stopped
or that
following
I
him
don't
dude,
like
because
him.
I was sick of seeing the
I
pictures
just
of
started
him.
following him today. I've known about him though, but I just started following him.
I think I
today.
might have told you about him.
You mentioned him a while ago, but he popped up on some news feeds today, and he did this video with this rally truck race car driver in Mexico with like girls and this crazy kind of like Ken Block style.
He's a gambler, right?
He made his money with poker,
Yeah.
and he's an actor too, like a small scale actor. But yeah, they were saying he would just won like 10.8 million in a high end poker game, all in Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, and the
And
pictures
went straight to fucking Mexico to celebrate with like 10 women and
yeah.
on a fucking jet.
See, that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's cool to do that, but it's like I feel like it's better if the women are really into you.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wonder
I
what
mean-
these women are doing, how they like, what their parents think or what their friends think or whatever. If a girl, how they're, whatever situation they're in, it's like, oh, do you want to come to Mexico for fucking 10 days? And it's like, and the girls just hop on a plane. It's like, what are these situations of these girls that are in all these pictures? Some of them are pretty fucking famous, like him, with millions of other followers. But
Yeah.
other ones are like random fucking girls that are gorgeous. And what are their backstories?
Like they don't have.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess they're
No,
all models or
I think yeah,
what?
yeah. I'm sure they are. And Louis C.K. put it best. He was like talking about like hot women and like some little kid. Some little kid went up to some hot girls like, "What do you do for a living?" Because he was like asking like, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a comedian. You know, I'm a hairstylist." And then like the hot woman is like, she's unemployed. She basically like gold digger like is married to a rich or wealthy guy. And her answer, she didn't say this, but like he said the answer for her in his head, and he's like, "People want to fuck me." You know what I mean? Like you can literally go through life. Like if you're hot enough, you can not have to get a degree. You know what I mean? Like you can just be a trophy wife.
I can just imagine that scene perfectly.
Like, what do you want?
Like,
What do you do for a living? People want to fuck me. Like it's so true though.
dude, so true.
Yeah.
He's a good look. Not that I'm like. He's a good looking human being with his beard, and he looks like he's got like a 6-pack.
He's got the Paul Bunyan look.
Exactly. He's a very good looking
The
fucking
mountain
like
guy.
man looking guy.
Yeah.
To where I mean, it's not just his money, but yeah, I'm sure that is entirely probably what it is actually.
Yeah.
But
I know. I'm not trying to like hate on him, but it's like I'm sure it'd be fun for a while, but not in the long term. You know what I mean? Like is he gonna be like that when he's like 50? You know, like for the shit that he's doing at that time, is he gonna have like deficits in certain areas of his life when he's older? You know, but
who knows, man?
you only live once.
He's the Instagram king.
Yeah,
as of right
who
now.
gives a shit right now? He's living the fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm sure when he's laying on his deathbed, he's gonna be like, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
It's like, I understand following or not following him anymore. Why you wouldn't? Because it's like, why do we look at this shit? Why do we
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily like out of
aspire
jealousy. It
to?
was just like, yeah, it's like, dude, I could see hot girls anywhere on the internet or even in real life.
If you're trying to, if you're following him and you're looking at that shit and you're trying to look at it, it's like, what are you? Jesus, cricket.
Whatever.
It's like, what are you doing with yourself? What are you trying to aspire to and be inspired by? Not these kinds of people that are just rich by fucking poker and ride on yachts and helicopters with beautiful bikini women all day. It's like, yeah, that's it. That's a lavishing lifestyle that people look up to. It's like, well,
Yeah.
why are you looking up to that? Is that what you want to do? It's like, that would be cool to do, but that's not what I want to do forever or be known for.
Yeah. It's almost like he's indulging too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's always on a yacht with a bunch of like half naked women or full naked with like guns and booze and shit. It's like it's like what's your favorite dessert? Your most like elegant like
Me
yeah, dessert,
personally,
yeah.
shit.
Anything.
Just put me on the spot. Um,
Anything. Just name anything.
dude, like what?
Like like a delicacy almost.
To me, it's the Pazuki from
Something
BJ.
that's rare. Oh, okay, that's a good one, dude. That's a really good one. Like obviously like having a bazooki every once in a while, like that's part of it. Like you're not eating it all the time. If you have a bazooki every fucking day, then what do you do?
Yeah,
He's eating a bazooka every day. Bazooka. He's eating a bazooki every day.
yeah. That's
You know
a
what I
good way
mean?
to look at it.
That's the thing. He's I don't know if that's his vice.
Well, he's probably,
but...
dude. I don't know. I mean, he's probably eating like Pazuki, and then he's eating like fucking creme brulee, and then he's
Damn,
eating.
yeah, probably.
He's eating every fucking good dessert.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
he's,
just think
he's
of,
only eating dessert.
you know what I mean? Like think about like a chocolate chip cookie compared to a Pazuki. You know? So that's what I gotta say about that.
That's what I gotta say about that one.
Have you heard of Tucker Max?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm sure
I
we've had
love
this
that.
discussion.
We've had this discussion many
Did you read the
times.
book?
No, I watched the movie.
Dude,
Yeah, I know you don't like the movie. The book's way better.
yeah.
The movie is still fucking hilarious though, dude.
Yeah.
What's the book or what's the movie?
It's called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell.
That's right.
And it's not so much like the book. Like the book is really good, but it's more of like the person. He's a super intelligent, smart guy. Went to like Harvard, like grad school or Stanford or some
Yeah,
some
I
Ivy
remember all
League
this,
school,
I
dude. And he's
remember.
like super smart. He's really insightful. He's one of those dudes where it's like I really like to hear him talk. David Cho, who was the other dude?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, like that one book I like, The Hard How to Argue and Win Every Time, Gary Spence, like Phil Jackson. That guy is like super insightful and stuff. He's one of those dudes, super smart. But yeah, I wish I was like that, but I'm not.
I mean, it's like I feel like we're gonna be really smart. They just have more experience and they're older than us. We're not gonna have Harvard degrees, granted, but all those people that you named off are older and have more life experience.
Yeah,
And who knows what we're gonna be acting like or what kind of knowledge we're gonna have when we're 20 years down the road.
I know.
Double our lifetime right now.
I know. I'm 24 right now.
Almost motherfucking quarter century right here.
I kind of want to live till I'm like 100.
Who knows? I want to live until I'm as comfortable as I can be, or until I'm like, and the day I start being uncomfortable every day is the day that I want to like.
The day
not
you
live.
need someone else to help you take a shit or a piss, that's when you check out.
Who knows, man? Because I mean,
Dude,
who knows how we're gonna be feeling?
Each generation's life expectancy gets like longer.
Yeah.
Every time. I learned that for sure. Like our generation, they're gonna live up to. We're gonna see a lot of 10-year-olds, a lot more than you
How
think.
healthy are they gonna be when they're that old, though?
I don't know. They're gonna be as healthy as someone who was
Anyone
like,
you see that anyone that I've seen that's over 100-year-old is
they're like falling
white,
apart.
wrinkly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's definitely because of like the medicine, the food, nutrition, and things like that. So, yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like, you could, like if someone who is 100 years old right now, they would have been born in 1914, right? That was like 2 years after the Titanic sank, something like that. Before the Prohibition, before the Roaring Twenties. Like think about those times. It seemed like so long ago. Like 100 years from now, like we're gonna have like the post 2000s are like happening right now. It's weird, dude. It's like I guess what I'm saying is like I can't wait to see like what life is gonna be like 100 years from now, looking back to now.
Can't wait till what this is right now is history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even the 90s seems like so long ago.
Excuse me.
And I always think about like all the cell phones and little gadgets everyone's gonna have.
That whole time span is fucking phenomenally insane.
Dude,
From
we were
10
born
years,
in
yeah. From what it is, iPhone 6 getting released and shit, if you held like the scale of phones, not even that long ago, dude. Cell
Is that
phones
new?
weren't even a thing. It is new.
It's nice. No, but like think about it, we were born at a time where there was no internet, no cell phones, or like no one had a cell phone.
I remember AOL.
Internet wasn't used that
AOL
much.
dial-up, AIM.
Yeah, like we're gonna be telling our grandkids like, yeah, like when we were alive, no one had cell phones.
We're that last generation.
We are, dude. That's what I like.
The last generation that didn't have cell phones growing up for like the little bit that we did.
Yeah.
I remember getting a cell phone in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
That's when it was like, okay.
Like I got like a pretty skinny like Nokia phone, and it was like one-sided. You know what I mean? You had to pull the antenna.
Yep.
It was black and white.
Yep.
It had Snake.
Yep.
Which I miss.
Yep.
All these. Sometimes it's funner than. Yep. Sometimes it's funner than some of the other games I play.
Nah.
Sometimes.
It's good to go back on the oldies, but it's, dude, from what it is today, it's definitely not funner.
What else? Like HD TV wasn't around. The internet,
dude,
cell phones.
The 1080 like video and 4K and like the video resolution these days, dude. Oh my gosh, exponent. I was watching a fucking on YouTube. YouTube has 4K viewability now. I mean, my computer screen, I don't know if it can translate it, but god damn, did it look clearer than anything I've ever seen on like a YouTube video, like the highest def of YouTube I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it had a 4K option.
We're also going to say that we were live before 9/11 even happened. Things like that. Before like the first black president.
That's a big one.
What else? I can't think of anything else right now. But it's crazy to think about that.
Who knows what the next crazy fucking thing's gonna be happening? Dude, my grandma is so adamant about how much she fucking hates the president, dude, and how terrible he is to have a president he is. Like, do you care about that shit? Is that something you're up on at all?
Am I political? Is that what you're saying? No.
I feel like only older people are. The younger generation has like the power to change what's going on, but they don't have the.
We don't have a reason necessarily, dude.
We don't have. It's like no one has a care to or a thought to. It's not in our agenda right now.
Yeah.
Only the older generation is concerned with those kinds of things. Dude, every time my grandma's around, dude, it's like she's.
Do you know
speaking her case about what her view is and what's going on? I kind of wish
I wish I cared a little bit more, but I just don't.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't vote.
She gets to the point, dude, where she's afraid of me. Like, she's telling me, like, be careful when I go out and you don't know what's going on, and talking to me about ISIS, yeah, whatever is going on with that, and telling me to watch out wherever I go, and all this stuff with the American flag. It's like, what she tells me, I know she's just my grandma and she's worried, but it's like she's getting, I don't know where she's getting fed this information, but she's like getting brainwashed into caring about that kind of shit and letting it fucking affect her life to where she's literally like pissed talking about the president and what he's doing.
It hasn't like affected me directly because I haven't like really moved out on my own where I'm paying for like everything by myself. So like Once I have to start paying like real taxes, and that's when I'll probably start paying attention and stuff. But other than that, dude, I was actually thinking about it. I would, if I had it my way, dude, I would have a woman president. I would, because they're not so like
If Hillary Clinton is president, it'll be the first
testosterone
time
filled.
that two presidents have boinked that are in office.
Hey, when Bill Clinton was in office, we were not in debt. That's all I gotta say.
It was the early 90s, too.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, every president has a very low approval rate by the time, at least by the time they're done in office.
Oh, movie. Can you go click see daisies? That's. I'm pretty good though, honestly, on this. How you feeling?
Sure, yeah.
So it's good though. Leave it. We'll speak with you later, guys.
Bye bye.
You don't need to click the video. You can stop the video.
Should I stop it, or can you?
Are we saying bye to them?
Yeah.
Well, then take a seat and we'll say bye.
Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that time of the show where we will read off some Uber facts for you to close it.
Let's find a couple. I haven't been on here on Uberfax in so long.
Nice. We'll get some freshies, hopefully.
Yeah.
Have you ever reread facts?
Not sometimes if I read a fact like a couple swipes later, the same one will come up.
I'm hesitant to download it because I'm gonna read so many that I've already heard. Probably, you know what I mean, because of you.
No. They're not like reoccurring. They're always like rotating.
But mine though, I'm gonna hear so many that you've already read. Probably.
Yeah, but you're gonna read even a lot more you've never heard before than I've never heard before.
All right, Uber salesman, continue.
Okay. The U.S. is in 10th place when it comes to the national average internet speed.
Wow.
Studies show that smarter high school students are less superstitious than those of average intelligence. Okay, a 2007 study found that women who tried to quit thinking about chocolate ended up eating 50% more.
I don't like these facts.
Yeah. Yes, sometimes I filter them and I read through them before and I'll save the good ones. Almost half of all college students in the U.S. drop out and never graduate.
Wow.
Dude, I believe that, at least as far as if they're getting like a very like academic degree in a way, you know, like a business degree or some shit like that.
I'm glad
Dude, there's times where I've contemplated like, dude, like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
I'm glad I'm not part of that statistic.
On February 5th, 2040, 2040, there's a 1 in 500 chance that a 460-foot asteroid will hit the planet.
Those are pretty small odds.
Robert De Niro spent $20,000 for a dentist to mess up his teeth for the role in the movie Cape Fear.
Holy shit. They shows.
PS2 is the best-selling console of all time.
Oh. I saw an evolution of all those consoles today. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Like all stacked up to one each other from the first one to the latest one.
British GQ, I think that's a magazine. British GQ received death threats from One Direction fans after Harry Styles was on a cover with the headline, "He's up all night to get lucky." That's stupid. Humans are starting to live for documenting life events with photos and online posts instead of actually living for the event. That kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier with like our generation with cell phones and shit like that.
Wow, that's so true, dude. That's so true. Every music festival you go to now, it's a sea of cell phones opposed to a sea of fans.
And like, dude, that's just the way it is. Like, you can't fight it.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Embrace it.
Yeah, and it's like it's up to you to be like, this is too much. I'm on my goddamn cell phone too much. I'm gonna put it down.
It's so funny because I film stuff when I'm at an event. I film it on my cell phone, but I put my cell phone at my chest. and I watch the event and I hit record and then I
Yeah.
just put it there at my chest, like
Yeah.
recording what my chest sees because I want to watch what's actually going on.
There's a phrase that I heard. It's called technology, making the smart smarter and the dumb dumber. So it's basically it's in your hands. You know what I mean? It's to use it to your advantage,
It's a good way to put
not to
it.
make you like a lazy piece of shit. You know?
I like that note to end on.
Yeah. There we go. Have a good night.
Peace.